welcome to the show. I am your host, Suzanne Monk, host of the original all-live Periscope cast, all about Donald J. Trump, Trump Talk US. Welcome to episode number 125. Hello, everybody. Welcome all my deplorables to the show. Woo! Is this an election or what, you guys? If y'all didn't catch Donald Trump's speech today, you could have caught that on actually every single news station, which covered the entire speech live. Why did they do that? Because Donald Trump is a genius and has managed to turn this latest smear, this latest smear into free airtime once again. Poor media. They just can't help themselves. They're compelled. He doesn't. But see, since you're too dumb, I can't let you stay around and figure out why that is. So, you should just go look it up. Wikileaks, that stuff. That'll. So the speech was great, you guys. Not only did Donald Trump manage to talk a great deal about his policies and his positions, not only did he manage to hit Hillary Clinton hard, talk about Wikileaks, talk about the collusion with the media, unnecessary, equally unnecessary, but on top of that, he managed to address all of the accusations, some of them specifically, and talk about the additional information that he will be producing later. A lot of information already coming out on these fake and clearly misinformed accusations, which we're going to talk about in a minute. But this speech is a brilliant move, you guys, by yet another brilliant Trump move. So, if you did not catch it, you can catch it. Look it up. rsbn.tv. Today's West Palm Beach speech was absolutely brilliant. I don't even know what that means, so we're just going to send that away. So, we're going to send that away too. Bye, Felicia's. See, when we get a lot of viewers, it's great. So, we get to block more people, and it's fun. Which is awesome, because as we have mentioned, our strategy is to demoralize their voters, to get our voters to the polls, and then we win. So, I have no problem blocking these little trolls, making them feel sad. So, that is exactly how it is. Let's talk a little bit about these WikiLeaks, you guys. So much WikiLeaks going on and continuing to go on. You might have seen the WikiLeaks about Bill Clinton's check from Qatar. I'll get back to that idiocy in a second. Bill Clinton received a check, birthday check, $1 million from Qatar for 5 minutes of time so that they could. We never allow that. So we just don't allow that. No, actually, I blocked because, we'll come back. He'll say something dumb again. So, yeah, like that. See, when we just go like that. I love people who come and say, why do you block it? You can't argue on merits. Just calling people names is not actually arguing on merits. I'm not sure you're familiar with what arguing or what merits means. So what you need to do is spending less time here and already go, Google some words so you know the meaning of things you're talking about. Much more important. Or you could just sit and listen to the WikiLeaks, because if you're voting for Hillary Clinton, you are voting for a criminal. And there's miles of evidence to demonstrate. Not just talking about the money taking from foreign governments, obviously under the Bill Clinton Foundation and for Bill Clinton's speeches, but in addition to that, talking about the potential knowledge of John Podesta about Anthony Scalia's, Chief Justice Scalia's assassination. I said that. I actually said that very clearly. Assassination. Donald Trump is not the one you need to worry about, because Hillary Clinton may have been involved and aware of the assassination of a Supreme Court justice. WikiLeaks. Just might want to check that out. Why hasn't she been charged for anything? Y'all should ask yourself a question, because everybody in the FBI is very upset. All the rank and file members in the FBI are very upset that she was not charged with. Okay, read the WikiLeaks for yourself. She was not charged with the crimes that we have already found ample evidence of grossly neglectfully handling confidential, classified information. She's already committed that crime. And the FBI is basically furious that Comey did not charge her with that. So, it is what it is, folks. It is what it is. Let's talk about the Black Pod leak. There's, in fact, a email leak talking about ground operations in Pennsylvania, where it is suggested that operatives steal Trump signs and deface vehicles that have Trump stickers in order to discourage voters from putting Trump stickers on their vehicles. In addition to that, we know, we've heard all about it. See, y'all with these cases, we'll talk about it in a second. Y'all with these cases, everybody on the train has heard all this because you've tried these several times. None of this is new. All of this is old. Welcome, first-time voter. Good for you. Again and again. Not at all like Colin Powell. Not at all. I'm just sending you away. So, we're just going to send you because y'all got to calm down. Black Pod, if that weren't enough, if it weren't enough that we were talking about defacing property, then if it weren't enough, right? Well, that you're welcome. I'm glad to oblige. Glad to oblige. Sometimes when they ask, you just do what they want. Yeah, no, the haters are out. The haters are out tonight. They're going to be out. You guys, there's 26 days left of this election, and we need to fight like the Dickens. And they're mad because their girl's getting held out. Now, in addition to the Black Pot, in addition to damaging vehicles, I got to get this out because this is so important. They had suggested in this email that they send African-American gentlemen around in hoodies to go to houses where there might be an undecided or Trump-leaning female voter and try to convince them to vote for Hillary Clinton in a physically intimidating fashion. And y'all want to talk about Trump being the racist. Continue to think that about the polls, but what y'all want to find out is maybe those polls aren't really telling you what you think they are. So, yeah, what's up with the Fox poll? Have you seen the Rasmussen poll that has him up by 2? Oh, let's talk about this Rasmussen poll for a minute. While we're going to talk about polls. You want to talk about polls? Let's talk about polls, you guys. Rasmussen has Donald Trump taking almost 25% of the African-American vote. Do you know what happens if Donald Trump takes 25% of the African-American vote? He's president. I say it in that funny accent because I'm snarking at you guys, because this is how you guys are with these polls. You read the skewed polls. You don't read into the polls, so you don't know what happens in the poll, what's actually going on with the poll, any of the details, how the poll might have been. We've found many instances where polls were bought by the Hillary Clinton super PAC, run by Hillary Clinton operatives. Y'all are still quoting the poll. We tell you that poll is fake. You quote the poll. We're like, you're idiots. We can't help you. And then we push the block button. That's what we do in life. But if you want to talk about polls, let's talk about the Rasmussen poll that has Donald Trump in the last 10 days taking his percentage of the African-American vote from 9% to over 24%. So, that's what it is. Now, for those of you who are new to the show, because we got a lot of viewers today, for those who are new to the show, what we'll do is we will talk a little bit of news, and I answer sometimes questions, or I block you because you're an idiot, and then we do this question and answer thing. So if you can hold your own pussy for long enough to get to the question and answer, I'll actually answer some of your stupid questions. And your great questions, because Trump supporters have great questions. Trump haters have stupid questions, but I'll answer both sets of questions, because that's how I roll. That Hillary voters have stupid questions. I got that from experience. That's what the source of that is. So, let's talk about Jill Stein. Jill Stein's comment. There have been some people that have been saying Jill Stein has endorsed Donald Trump. She did not, but she said something really good, you guys. What she basically said is that Hillary Clinton's policies are actively trying to go to war with Russia. And, Donald Trump is not trying to go to war with Russia. So what you'll find is that Jill Stein thinks that that's better choice if you had to choose from the two. Now, she goes on to say that she's obviously the best choice. Of course she does. But what she's basically saying is that Hillary Clinton is trying to start a war with a major nuclear superpower, which is a fact. I mean, look at what they're talking about. Trying to establish a no-fly zone without Russian cooperation, deliberately acting against Russia, They're more worried about getting out Assad than they are worried about fighting ISIS. And this is what they've continued to do. Hillary is far more dangerous. So Jill Stein didn't say that she didn't endorse Trump, but she did say that his policies are less dangerous for war. So, let's do rallies and then I will answer your questions, busy bots. Rallies, Donald Trump still hitting the trail hard, and you guys should watch the speeches because they're going to be epic. They're going to be epic for the next week because we're getting up to the debate and we're building up to that. Friday, Greensboro, North Carolina, 2 p.m. Charlotte, North Carolina, 7 p.m. Saturday, he will be in Portsmouth, New Hampshire at noon and Bangor, Maine at 3 p.m. Monday, he will be in Green Bay, Wisconsin at 4 p.m. Tuesday, he'll be in Colorado Springs, Colorado, 10 a.m. and Grand Junction, Colorado, 3 p.m. All battleground states. Even Wisconsin, there's a lot of Trump support. And as we all know, there's a significant submarine vote, and the polls are actually probably under demonstrating Trump supporters in a variety of ways. We've discussed that multiple times. Mike will be in Pensacola, Florida on Friday at 2 p.m. and Miami, Florida at 7 p.m. Okay, here's your chance. If you have a question, it can be a snarky and stupid question. I will answer it. Or it can be a great question. I will answer it. If it's just dumb, I might block you. So we'll see how that goes. I'll give everybody a little chance to come up with their question. Yeah, no, I agree with both those statements. So that's the fact. That's not a question either. The election is going to be rigged no matter what. Okay? Does Trump just support, this is an actual question. Does Trump support ground troops to fight ISIS? Let's be honest about that. Let's talk about that for a minute. It's a good point to talk about. We're going to need some sort of intervention in Iraq and or Syria to fight ISIS. We're going to need some sort of intervention. We are not fighting them, but Trump's strategy is to destroy their oil reserves so they cannot continue to make money. It's a brilliant plan because nobody's doing it. Everybody's just letting them pour oil out of the ports. Pour oil out of the country into the black market. It's not good for the oil market, nor is it good to continue to fund ISIS. So, no. So, in addition to that, in addition to the strategy of bombing the oil and removing their ability to continue to sell the oil, which is going to cut into their revenue, which is what allowing them to wage war so effectively. In addition to that, you are going to need to bring in forces to fight them on the ground to get them out. Trump has talked about trying to create coalitions with our allies there in the region who have not invested the money or people, nor are they taking refugees. So there's certainly a lot of help there with the right amount of negotiation, and he hasn't been doing that. He hasn't been doing that at all. Obama is actually claiming to fly sorties that he's not flying. Okay, he says he's doing all these sorties, but we're flying a fraction of the sorties that the Defense Department is saying we are to be doing. So no, we're not doing any of our job, and we're not strong, and we're horrible at negotiating. Otherwise, look at the Rand deal. So in addition to that, will we need to put advisors and troops on the ground to be advising those troops? Yes, we already need to do that, and Hillary wants to do it too. Now, Hillary also wants to start a war with Russia. Okay, so Donald Trump wants to fight ISIS and coordinate with Russia so that we can fight ISIS and destroy ISIS. Hillary Clinton wants to fight Russia. She's over there trying to start no-fly zones against Russia's will. So, y'all want to be worried, does Trump want ground troops? Are you kidding me? A war with Russia is far more concerning than Trump needs to put a few ground troops to advise our coalition there in the region to actually defeat ISIS. We're not doing the work. We didn't arm the Kurds. We continue to allow the Iraqi military to fail. And we're not bringing in really any near the allies that we could if we were actually negotiating effectively with our allies in the region. So, next question. Hillary lies all the time. You people, cigarettes are fine. Smoke them if you got them. That's my opinion on cigarettes. Smoke them if you got them. Michelle's fake outrage today was absolutely ridiculous. Considering we just saw video of her husband flashing his Woody around on the press plane. I mean, oh, Michelle, come on. There's a difference between a businessman saying something in a private conversation and somebody lying about the government in a way that endangers other people in the government and causes potentially the death of 4 Americans. That actually is really different. If you can't see the difference, we can just, yeah, you know what? Just like that. You know how much money Hillary Clinton claimed as a loss in her it was like $100 million. She claimed losses all the time. All of these people claim losses. Clay, Buffett, everybody. What's the amazing story about Donald Trump is even though Atlantic City was collapsing underneath him, he actually managed to turn around and take his company from a very strapped situation into the success that it is today. That's actually what we need for this country, is somebody who understands when you have no money and you owe everybody a bunch of money, how you get to having a bunch of money and having a lot of success and infrastructure built, buildings built, projects going, revenue coming in. That's actually what we need for the country. So, I'm assuming by fair share that I'll let you come back with that. If you have a ridiculous question about taxes, I'd be glad to talk about the tax issue. So, everybody, lots of people owe money. It's a ridiculous thing to say because you're obviously completely unaware of the Atlantic City situation. So, you might actually study a little bit of economics and economic history. I'm assuming that's to me, so we're just going to send you away. Actually, Donald Trump did not play zero. He paid over $40 million in taxes. You should really read the new leaks out. Actually, what you're going to find is Hillary Clinton is the one who paid no taxes over the last 12, 13, and 14, at least for the years that we have tax information available. And she actually sent two different sets of books in the Clinton Foundation and did not actually send her actual accurate tax forms from the Clinton Foundation. So maybe you need to ask Hillary to release her taxes. So, no, you should actually check it out. You should actually check out the list. So, now, I love you people who want to talk about income tax because you do not understand job creation. You have been basically inculcated by communists to believe that the rich are all dividing up most of the pie and you're just getting the little bitty crumbs. And you're stupid. And I'm sorry to say that. But that you are. Capitalism is actually the best system available on earth to provide the most amount of wealth opportunities for the most individuals. Now, when you have somebody like a Donald Trump who's creating jobs, that's actually creating wealth and economics for not just the individuals for whom it's paying for food, shelter, clothing, college, hobbies, all of these things, all the people he's employing, he's providing those things and they provide hours. But he's also providing a significant amount of money to the federal government in the form of taxes, business taxes, employer taxes, sales taxes, excise taxes, fees, to the tune of millions and hundreds of millions of dollars. That revenue is going into the government. That revenue is what they're using to pay for the roads, to pay for the military, all these things that Hillary's like, Trump didn't pay for any of those things. No, actually, Trump did. You know who didn't pay for those things? Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton has not paid for those things. Hillary Clinton took $1 million deduction for a donation she gave to her own charity. Yeah. You guys are fools. You're being fooled immensely by the entire mainstream media, and they've sent you out here to troll away. And frankly, most of you, when you press all these little idiots, most of them you'll find they're not voting for anybody. That's what they tell you. They're not voting for anybody. So there's no point. We don't really care if you're not voting for anybody because we actually would love for you to stay home. That's what we actually would love for you to do. Yes. Agree. Do. Think that both are jokes and stay home. You are welcome to do that. That is excellent. Now, folks, let's talk a little bit before I do my Trump reason of the day. I know, it's trolls. We've got a lot of viewers today, you guys. So it is what it is. Love blacks for Trump. Love blacks for Trump. The baby rape. You know who actually is a child rapist? That'd be Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton has spent 26 different trips on Jeffrey Epstein's plane, several times attending Pedophile Island. And there may in fact be Israeli intelligence videos showing him raping a 13-year-old girl. So y'all keep talking smack, okay? Just keep talking smack, because the New World Order is fighting the American people. And we're fighting back. This is what it is. So, yeah, the Lolita Express. Is Bill ever going to go to trial? I don't know. If we elect Donald Trump, both of them are going to go to trial. So, yeah. We don't handle racism, especially I don't handle black on black racism. Any idiot who thinks that calling other black people names because of their political choice makes you more black than them is an asshole. Because that is the definition of bigotry and suppression. You literally are saying, no, all black people should continue to be on the plantation and just do what the master tells them to do. That's what you're saying to your other fellow black people. In reality, when you have reached a level of liberty, you make all different political choices. That's freedom. Freedom is the right to make all different political choices without getting called Uncle Tom and all these other names that you guys call your fellow black people just for deciding a political difference than you. So seriously, to all you people who do that, fuck off. The Democratic plantation. Thank you. I will tell them. Don't listen. No one is making you listen. I love these people who won't listen. Thank you. Thank you. You do the same. Thank you. You do the same. I don't know what it is. You see, everybody, look. The Lord gave me these big, beautiful, gappy teeth. This idea, Shaq has this, okay? Madonna has this. This is what I got. Everyone seems to have a problem with it. I'm happy. I'm totally fine with these teeth. They work great. Look how well they work when I make words and use my mouth to explain to people why we need to elect Donald J. Trump. Which, let's talk about my Trump reason of the day, you guys. Trump reason of the day. Trump is a media chess master. Media chess master, my friends. Donald J. Trump played the media yet again. Do you remember the whole... I'm going to do the press conference, and you make everybody do the press conference, and then you just with the birther issue, genius. Once again, genius today. Donald Trump used the own media's obsession with him to get another, I don't know, several $1 million of free airtime and broadcast his rebuttal to their smears and his attacks to them on every single news channel. Brilliant. Yes, it's fake when they show videos of people talking. What? Some people are stupid and we block them because we can't help that. The media is fake though. When they show a video of something happening, you see it, okay? When they tell a story that's obviously faked and then you come out and the evidence goes, no, that's not how the story went, then yes, they're fake. Why? It's not rocket science. I sometimes feel like we're living in the movie Idiocracy, and we have to keep working to prevent that from happening. I really feel like electing Donald Trump may prevent Idiocracy. So, how often do I'll answer that question, like at least every 2 or 3 shows. Deb will ask you, Greenwich Deb will tell you, all the time, right, Deb? All the time. Somebody's always got something to say about this gap. I don't know what it is. They love it. I think they're jealous. I think it turns them on. I'm gonna say. So, I disagree. You should look at his policies. No, there's no reason for braces. I like it the way it is. Braces are a pain in the ass and expensive. Why would I do that? See, they love the gap. People love the gap. Nobody's upset about the gap. See, more Trump supporters. See, we get it. See, Deb knows what I'm talking about. Deb is familiar. So, you guys, we're going to keep fighting it. I'm going to go over some strategies really quick here. We have to continue to get out the information. So, all these WikiLeaks, I want you to share every WikiLeaks. On Facebook, on Twitter, they're going to be suppressing our posts. Share them more. Literally, if you're sharing it 5 times a day, 10 times a day, okay? Keep sharing, sharing, sharing. It's not just who sees it. It's not just that your friend sees it or somebody sees it. It's that it plays into the algorithm, so those posts come up more. The more posts get liked, they come up again. So when you see your friends posting Hillary WikiLeaks, like other people's posts and share again and again and again. So important. Same thing with Twitter. Retweet. When you see other people, retweet what other people are talking about. Very important. The reason we're sharing this information is we have to continue to demoralize the undecided or the leaning Hillary voter. So important. Our strategy is this: demoralize their voters, rally up our voters, and get them to the polls. We're going to talk about that next. Win. It's 3-step strategy, guys. It's really easy. Demoralize their voters by sharing the facts about Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, and the Democratic Party and how badly they're cheating. 2, make sure you get everybody to the polls. Get your phone tree. I want everybody to have their Trump phone tree for Election Day. Call everybody. Make sure they get to the polls. Get involved if you can. Be a poll watcher. Oh, I wanted to mention this. Donald Trump is going to be spending money starting up voter fraud investigation offices in many of the battleground states ahead of the election. Finally, somebody in the Republican Party who is actually doing something about the voter fraud before they lose. That guy's Trump. And y'all wonder why I'm voting Trump. About 124 plus reasons and counting. Let's do the hotties. Oh my goodness. That's like, oh good, I caught him. The trolls are out. I love that. My favorite troll trick is when they do that, like they try to pretend like they're Trump supporters and they be really racist. And you're like, you're an idiot. We know this trick. Like everybody knows this trick. We've seen this trick countless times. So tired. What do they pay? Like $12.50 an hour for trolls? What is that? What are they making for trolls? That's what the $12.25 is what they said in the Craigslist for Hillary Clinton activists. So they don't got to pay Trump activists. People just come and do their work for Trump all by themselves. Because we are legion and we are many. Let's look at hotties. Now, I usually try not to get hotties who are drinking, because I don't want to create I'm not into an alcohol culture, but sometimes you really are just like, you know what, this girl looks like she's celebrating. And I'm celebrating too because today's speech was kick-ass. That was a kick-ass speech. So let's just do it. Our hotties. You guys got to stop talking because nobody's going to be able to see the hotties. Do you want to see sexy women or do you want to talk? You got to stop talking. Yeah, the speech was great, but if you don't stop talking, I can't show you sexy women. All right. Here, we'll do it this way. Maybe we can do it this way. See, I'm going to have to do it the side way because, see, look how people are. You're so mean. You don't want to say, so here she's got her beautiful hat on, right? She's got a little kissy face. Okay, back up. She's got great cleavage, which you'd see if you didn't have the words in the way. You could see but see, people keep wanting to talk over the cleavage. So we got to kind of let it go. See? Oh, yep, talking. Like, people, why won't you not talk over the cleavage? And then, see, she's got her beer. Over here, where's it? Yep. She's celebrating. And she wants to make America great again. Like the rest of us. All right, you guys. Aren't they? I know. Trump people are the most beautiful people in the world. Here, let's do a little bit of this, you guys. You can find the show on Facebook, facebook.com, Trump Talk US. Trump Talk US. Some people have asked if there's any way they can help and support the show. I'm not asking anybody for any money, but if you feel compelled to help out, hey, fine. I made a GoFundMe page for you guys. GoFundMe.com, Trump Talk US. Go ahead and check it out. You feel like I've given you any sort of benefit, you want to help pay my light bill, I ain't going to stop you, right? Who would? Trumpetarian, yep, Deb did. Deb's a great supporter. We love Deb. Deb, you're like my mascot. I love you. at Trumpetarian. You can find me on Twitter. You can email the show, trumptalkus@gmail.com. You can see all of our back episodes, www.trumptalk.us. I keep showing all you lefties this, and since there's a bunch of haters, I love to show you this. Oh, look at your sign all messed up. Love of America trumps the hate of the left. Trump 2016. So, keep posting. Keep hitting the social media. We have to fight the media with social media. And that's what we're going to keep doing, you guys. We have 26 days. Keep pushing for Trump. We can win this election. I want you to get up every day, look in the mirror and say, we can win this election. We're going to keep fighting. You, me, little Trumpy. We'll keep fighting the haters. We're doing good. We're getting more and more viewers. We're getting the word out. So, love you guys. 124 episodes, 26 days. Trump bomb. Have a good night.